Hey everyone, welcome back to Ganai's Football News. What a night it was in Budapest. According to ESPN, Paris Saint-Germain have done it again. They're back-to-back Champions League winners after an absolutely thrilling penalty shootout against Arsenal. The match itself ended 1-1 after 120 minutes of intense action, but PSG held their nerve when it mattered most, winning 4-3 on penalties. This makes PSG just the second team ever to win consecutive Champions League titles, cementing their status as one of Europe's elite sides. Arsenal came agonizingly close, but ultimately fell short in what was their first Champions League final in over 2 decades. As reported by BBC Sport, Kai Havertz gave Arsenal an early lead, but Ousmane Dembele equalized from the penalty spot to set up this dramatic finish. It was a match that had everything, and in the end, PSG's experience shined through. So what happens next for Arsenal? Well, ESPN is reporting that manager Mikel Arteta has urged his club to be very ambitious in the transfer market this summer. Despite the devastating loss in Budapest, Arteta spoke admiringly of PSG's quality and the level they need to reach. The Arsenal boss knows his squad came incredibly close. They had their chances, they competed against one of Europe's best teams, and they nearly pulled it off. But ultimately, that margin between elite and near elite is what cost them. So expect Arsenal to come back swinging with significant investment in their squad. They've got the financial firepower, they've got a talented manager, and they've got the desire. This loss might be exactly the kick they need to push themselves to the next level. Now, shifting gears to some major managerial news. According to ESPN, Liverpool have confirmed that head coach Arne Slot is leaving the club with immediate effect. This is shocking news for the Reds, who are searching for their next leader after Jurgen Klopp's departure. Slot's exit raises serious questions about what happened and what's next for the Merseyside club. But here's the good news for Liverpool fans. There's already a strong candidate waiting in the wings. ESPN has learned from sources that Andoni Iraola is the leading candidate to become Liverpool's next head coach. Iraola has earned a stellar reputation in recent seasons, and Liverpool clearly see him as the man who can lead them back to the top. His tactical acumen and proven track record make him an attractive option for the club. With Slot's departure, the door has opened for Iraola to take over at one of England's biggest clubs. This could be a transformational move for both the manager and Liverpool Football Club. In other news, ESPN is reporting that U.S. men's national team manager Mauricio Pochettino has named defender Tim Ream as captain for the USMNT during the 2026 World Cup. This is a major honor for Ream, who brings vast experience and leadership to the American squad. The decision to hand the armband to a defender shows Pochettino's confidence in Ream's ability to command the team from the back. As the World Cup will be co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, having a strong captain like Ream will be crucial as the Americans look to make a deep run in the tournament on home soil. Moving to the transfer market now. ESPN has learned from sources that Chelsea are expected to demand a fee around £120 million. That's roughly $161 million. If Enzo Fernández tries to leave the club this summer. The Argentine midfielder has been a bright spark for Chelsea, but if he pushes for an exit, the Blues are making it clear they won't let him go cheap. That's a massive price tag that will limit the number of clubs who can realistically afford him. It shows just how highly Chelsea value their young star, even amid reports of potential discontent. Finally, in women's football news, ESPN is reporting that Orlando Pride's Barbra Banda, who's currently leading the NWSL scoring charts, suffered an injury late in her team's 3-1 victory over Bay FC. The concerning part? We don't have full details on the extent of the injury yet. Banda had been having an exceptional season and was on a roll, scoring twice in Friday's match before picking up this knock. The Pride will be hoping it's nothing serious, but anytime your top scorer goes down, it's cause for concern. We'll have to wait for updates on her status, but this is definitely something to keep an eye on as the NWSL season continues.